Welcome to the Car Guys. We're here at the historic Montana restaurant in Maranello. We're here to answer some of your questions.
Are we ready?
Is that it? Is that your contribution?
Yeah.
Are you ready? Come up with some magic.
Oh, what? It's just a Q&A intro, you don't need anything else. You've said the whole thing.
So here we are at the historic Montana restaurant, and we're going to kick off with some of the questions and answers that you guys have sent in to the Car Guys. Most things you most want to hear about.
Question number 1.
Stephen Lane writes, which of the collection are you most embarrassed about?
It's a tough one, this one. It's a bit difficult.
Bit rude, Stephen. You know, obviously if they're in the collection, they must all be fantastic.
All be fantastic. I'm thinking probably the Prelude.
The Honda Prelude?
It's a bit, isn't it? Doesn't really fit with anything.
Yeah.
I know it was a bit of a, next to the till kind of purchase, but...
Yeah, I'm probably going to agree. Probably the Honda Prelude is probably the most embarrassing in the collection, given the company that it's in. Lovely car.
Amazing car, but just not.
Probably not.
No.
Jazzy Jeff, 1991.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Oh.
Now that is a handle.
Oh yeah.
Is there a 600 LT on the cars?
No, I don't think so.
No. McLaren famously wanted us to buy a 570S before they'd offer us one of those.
No, that's not the way around. They said, do you want a 600 LT? And you said, yes, please. And they went, buy this 570 then.
Oh yeah, that's it.
And you went, you can frankly do one.
Yeah, so really want the Spider, really wanted the Coupe. Unfortunately, I would have had to have bought another McLaren to get one, so that's not happening.
No.
Z Miller 0007, Aston Martin owner, asked, can we ever see a Suzuki Jimny in the collection?
What is a Suzuki Jimny?
No, we can't.
What is it?
No.
I don't even know what it is.
We're not TGE, we're not Archie Hamilton. We can't see ourselves with one of those. Artois, or Arto XIX, asks, which car do you regret selling
F40.
the most? What?
Obviously the F40. Clearly.
F40. I'm still quite relaxed about that.
I don't understand why you're so relaxed about that.
Selling the F40 was a means to an end, but you can always buy another F40. I know I've said this a few times, but it is true. To me, car I regret selling the most is probably my 996 GT3 Porsche 911. So Toby Brown 2000 says, when are we finding out about your F40 replacement? Not yet. Probably, at least by the end of the year, probably before that, I reckon, I don't know, somewhere around about September or October. You will find out what's happening.
Yeah.
And it's very exciting. DROPTOPDAN says, is there a 911 Speedster coming? Sadly, not.
And why is that exactly? Should we have the Porsche Rant? Let's have the Porsche Rant.
No Porsche Rant. Suffice to say, though, Porsche is not getting me one, despite how many times I've asked. So I don't have a big enough pedigree with Porsche. Porsche are notoriously strict when it comes to giving out the nice special cars. So I either haven't bought enough cars or I haven't bought the right cars. So at the moment, no. ESC asks, what watch are you wearing right now?
Right now? What you got?
I've got a Patek Philippe Calatrava.
And I've got a Rolex Batman.
Lovely. Quick shout out to Darren, who we know for a fact has at least one Valkyrie, if not two.
At least one Valkyrie.
You make us look like, I don't know, just stupid amateurs, Frank.
And honestly, the best laugh to go and have a drink with.
So shout out to you. Now on to a Valkyrie question. Christopher Reynolds says, would you sell some more of your cars in the collection to get a hypercar like perhaps a Valkyrie?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think it would be to sell to get a hypercar. If I could get a Valkyrie, yes, of course I would have a Valkyrie, but you have to remember they are £4.5 million. I mean, maybe I would sell some of those cars in order to get more special Ferraris or more special cars, but not necessarily hypercars. And not all of us are obsessed with owning hypercars. An original Zonda sort of thing, or a Zonda F. The problem with Zondas is that now they're pushing £2 million. Daniel Thomas asks, Beatles or Stones?
Stones.
Beatles. It's amazing that we get on really, isn't it? Sympathy for the devil.
Yellow Submarine.
Love Pajamas asks,
Whose pajamas?
will you ever get a classic Ferrari such as a 275 GTB? I think there is every chance that there'll be one of those in the garage. I do think in the future that is a possibility, but not just yet, as they scare the living bejesus out of me.
And they are horrendously expensive at the moment.
Yes, expensive to buy.
Expensive to maintain.
Yeah, and terrifying.
Frightening to drive.
The answer is definitely yes. What it will be, I've obviously dallied quite a bit with 365 Daytonas over the years. Come
Yeah,
close
barges
to that.
though, aren't they? Complete barges to drive. You can't drive it.
It's rude considering we're only about half a mile away from the Ferrari factory.
I think even Enzo never said it was going to be a race car because it was such a pile of shit to drive.
I'm pretty sure Enzo didn't say the Daytona it is a pile of shit to drive. They didn't say that. Swizz Ronnie asks, how come you haven't got any Mercedes-Benzes or AMGs? Well, because
they're quite boring.
Yeah, they don't do anything for me. There's none of them that are particularly grabbed me.
I think there's one.
The Hammer is the only one I'm interested in.
Yeah, that was what I was going to say.
AMG Hammer.
That would be it. Or maybe a Gullwing, but they are an SL300, something like that. But they are so out.
All the new stuff,
no, new
boring,
stuff,
very similar.
tedious.
Yeah, just does not interest me at all.
No.
Nouman Hassan asks, what are your views on the Alfa Romeo SZ? I love them.
Yeah, see, there is something about them, but they are fugly cars, aren't they?
They're quirky. They're
don't think quirky,
shapes.
Are they?
It's an odd shape, but I think
it's not been designed by a designer. It's been designed by a 3-year-old with crayons.
I like them. I like the quirkiness. I could easily see myself having one in the future just because it's so strange and iconic.
TNORTONPHOTO, hi Tom, asks, why on earth did you trust TNORTONPHOTO with driving the 458 Speciale Aperta in Scotland? Because I like helping underprivileged children. Because you look like you're having so much fun in the passenger seat, I thought, why not give yourself a little bit of a treat? And you did such fantastic photos on the trip, so why wouldn't you, eh? Owning a Ferrari is all about sharing the experience and energising the next generation of Ferrari owners. And that's exactly what we did. Alistair Bannon asks, what's your annual insurance quote?
Oh, crikey.
Yeah, a bit personal.
You don't want to know.
Well,
you know, like a Golf R.
Yeah, yeah, you know, like a sort of hatchback, a well-spec hatchback.
Yeah, pretty much.
About that.
Yeah.
But interestingly, we've got an episode coming up where we go into quite a lot of detail about how much it costs to own a car collection. So all those details and many more will be found in that one. Yeah, coming soon. Check it out. Alistair Bannon. Mr. Marrow asks quite brilliantly, do you like avocados?
Well, yes, I do, if they're in guacamole.
Yes, on toast. Paul Smith quite sensibly asks, will there ever be an electric car in the Car Guys collection?
No.
Andrea Nefuti asks, have you ordered the Ferrari F8 Tributo?
Yes.
Well, if you'd have watched the F8 Tributo episode, you'll know I'm definitely going to get one. I think, having seen it in the flesh, it is an absolutely stunning car. It's ridiculously fast. Yes, we have. It should be coming, I think, probably...
This time next year?
Yeah, probably second quarter of 2020 is when they right-hand drive F8s will hit the streets. THEDANMARSHY asks, was the premium that you paid for the GT3 Touring worth it? Yes.
Of course it was.
Obviously, now that the prices are coming down, it looks more foolish, but I have had 7,000 incredible miles in that car. Was it stupid? Yes. Would I do it again?
Yes.
Probably not.
Yes.
Probably not.
Yes.
Is it a stunning car that I'm going to keep and drive 100,000 miles in? Yes. Paying a premium for the car, if you are going to actually keep it and do miles on it, who cares that you paid over for it? Because you're not going to remember in 5 years' time. So at least it meant I got a car, I've been in that car and I've enjoyed it.
The GT3, you're basically using it as a daily driver.
Yes, I am.
The 750, which was the daily driver, has now disappeared into some part of the parking lot, never to be seen again.
I think the battery's gone flat.
So, yes, it was worth it because it's being used and abused in the right way.
Aaron Saunders 11 asks, would you ever consider getting a Mercedes SLS Black Series?
No, why would you want to do that?
Yeah, I'd have to say, I mean, I do like the SLS looks, but I've never wanted one. I've never
no
been
desire for that at all.
No. Mr. Retro Watches, hello Mr. Retro Watches. He asks, seeing as you have such a wide selection of stunning watches, do you have a grail watch that you already own or are looking for? For me, it's the Patek Philippe Grand Complication 5971P. So that's the black face with the baguette diamonds on it. Absolute grail watch.
Oh, it's amazing.
Love it.
What a gorgeous thing.
Yeah, that's the one for me. I'm obsessed with it.
For me, it's the Flat 4 Kermit.
So that's the first generation
That's the
Kermit.
first generation Kermit, but with the Flat 4 4 on it,
Yeah.
which is kind of very rare.
Zedeza Daisy asks, how far up the pecking order of customers at Meridian Modena are we? That's classified, ladies and gentlemen, that's classified.
Thanks for watching the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this Q&A session here at the Montana restaurant in Maranello.
Please subscribe, leave likes and comments. We read every single one and we massively enjoy it when you get involved in the channel. And also follow us on Instagram. There'll be another Car Guys episode next week.
Cheers.